Hello folks, good morning. Live from Shanghai here in China. This is the Spoon Network. So you can see Vice President His Excellency Honorable Jeremiah Koung is being met by the Vice President of SANY as well. We here at the SANY Industrial Complex, as you can see.
After this room is our production line. So we call the intelligent line.
So, ladies and gentlemen, warmly welcome to the headquarters of SANY. And first of all, please allow me to extend my warmest welcome to all of you from Liberia. But before our visit today, we would like to invite you to take a good picture first. Would you like to?
Sure. Here, yeah. Please.
Okay.
站在哪个点比较好？
Okay, so over here, please. Yep. Then I'm going to top the wall.
Yeah.
So folks, the Vice President is taking pictures. And I'll give you the update of why we are here. This is all in relation to the acquisition of the yellow machines. This is the headquarters of SANY Group here in Shanghai, China. Part of the delegation is the Minister of Public Works, the Deputy Director General of GSA, Minister Sarah Moba, and others from the Vice President's entourage present here. So why we are here is a physical and technical verification of companies that have submitted unsolicited bids for the yellow machine acquisition. The government has set the ceiling of 22 million United States dollars. So why the Vice President and his team? The main reason for them coming to Shanghai here in China is to carry out a physical and technical verification. And the visit begins. So what's involved in the packages is key, and the quality of these equipment also key. The inspection will be carried out.
So for the
Physical
very first
verification.
time here, I will introduce you the cultural background of
Cultural
SANY.
background of SANY.
And for the very first picture, which you see from here, this was the signing ceremony that we have held in Brazil in 2014. Because at that time in 2014, we have decided to invest one more time in a foreign country. And at that time, we have chose Brazil. And in Sao Paulo City there, we have built a factory. And in the, yeah, you can see President Xi of China. Yeah,
So,
Ms. Rosa.
to give you the update,
And
the
in
Vice President
picture, this
heading
building you
the
see is the very first
Interministerial
factory
Committee
of SANY.
is
Located in
here.
a small
They
town
will be
of
visiting
Hunan province,
3
which
companies.
is about 3 hours drive
The
from
tour
China.
has got a
In
technical
fact,
aspect,
this building you see in
physical
the picture
verification,
has been kept
value
in the
for
same
money
place. We
before
changed it
a
into
company
the
will
museum
be
of SANY
selected.
Museum.
So a
This
company
building
has not
was
yet been
founded in
selected
1986.
to
That was when
provide
we started our
the
entrepreneurship
yellow
over
machines
more
for
than 30
Liberia.
years ago. Then in
So this
1992,
is one of
we
the
officially
final
changed our
steps
name into
after
SANY
physical
here.
technical
So you can see the
verification,
design
equipment
of our
quality,
logo is composed
and
of
then
3
the
ones, and
committee
each
will then
one
decide which
is
of the
a
companies,
first-class
including
mission. So you
add-ons,
can see from here,
that
the
makes
first one
good value for
here
money for
means
the
to
Liberian
build a
people.
first-class enterprise, and followed by to foster first-class talent, and the last one means to make first-class contributions. So each one corresponds to one first-class mission.
So SANY means first class.
And in 1994, we moved here.
In
So you can see
1994,
from
the
this
company
picture,
moved
this is
to
the
this
original scene of
complex.
this headquarters we're visiting here. Exact 30 years ago. When we first moved here, this headquarters of SANY Group was just like that.
So folks, if you're just joining us, we're live here at the headquarters of SANY Group in Shanshan, China. My name is Diamond Slanger, the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, and his team are currently engaged on a physical verification.
The sales revenue changes of SANY in the past years from 2009 to 2022. And last year, the overall sales of SANY was 19.8 billion US dollars.
19.8 billion United States dollars. Yeah, income.
It's a huge part for us internationally.
From SANY Group.
And also now we have nearly 60,000 workers and 3 listed companies, as you can see here. SANY Heavy Industries,
SANY
International Holdings,
showing the Vice President their portfolio.
We have focused in many
last year profits,
areas.
19.8 billion United States dollars.
So here you can see all the major products
they
that we
are
produce.
showing the
For
Vice
very
President.
first time, this equipment is used for concrete pumping process. And these kind of concrete pumping equipment are all produced in the headquarters of SANY Group, which is here. And for this kind of equipment, we're the #1 for market share globally. We have around 45%, 52% of the market share globally, so half the market. And many of those famous super high-rise buildings in the world are concrete pumped with our equipment. For example, the most famous Burj Khalifa in Dubai, 820 meters, that one had used our pumps to pump the concrete for it.
So SANY
for this kind of
is
equipment,
accredited
we're actually known
for
as
providing
the queen of
concrete
pumps
pumper
worldwide.
for high
most
risers,
sophisticated product.
including the Burj Khalifa.
And besides
in
that, we
Dubai.
also produce excavators.
Showing
And
the
in
Vice
the picture
President and
here,
his
this
team, their
excavator,
excavators.
it was the largest one we produced last year with an overall weight of 400 tons. So it's actually very high, about 9 meters high. And it's mainly used for coal mining process and open cast coal mining process. The capacity of this bucket here can reach around 22 cubic meters for each bucket. And besides these two, we also have many other products, which are also the #1 in China or in the world. For example, we produce cranes, and the largest collar crane in the picture you can see, we can lift up to 4,500 tons. And the largest mobile crane can also lift around 2,000 tons, which is specially designed for wind turbines. And you can also see we produce coal mining machineries. Port machineries, these are the electric version of stackers that we have used in the port. We have our own port located in Guangdong City. And in Beijing, the capital city of China, we have 2 factories there for producing drilling machines and also wind turbines. Now we have fully stepped into the new energy equipment area, which you can see here. We produce fully electric semi-trucks and wind turbines. We produce the blades, generators, everything by ourselves. And we also produce solar panels. In addition to that, also the energy
if you just joined us, we're live here in Shanshan, China.
had formed up this microgrid project, and we have enforced many different microgrid projects in Africa. Please.
So folks, welcome. This is Spoon TV Live coming to you from Shanshan, China. The Vice President, His Excellency Honorable Jeremiah Koung,
In the picture
is
here, you can
currently
see
on a
this
tour
happened in China
of
in
the
2019.
headquarters of SANY
October
Group.
1st is the
We
National
just
Day
made
of
entry,
China. And
and
the same day in
SANY
2019 was
is
also the
showing us
70th anniversary
their portfolio.
of Funding New China.
The Vice
So on
President
that
and his
day,
team
we used the
will
6
be
mobile
engaged in
cranes
physical
to
and
lift up
technical
its national
verification.
flag in the center
They will
of
also
Tiananmen Square
engage
in
provincial
Beijing.
leaders.
And President Xi was
The
actually
essence of this
standing
trip
right
is
of
not
that.
to
And you
acquire,
can see this
it is to
national
assess
flag was 19 meters
quality
long,
of equipment,
6 meters high, and it was a
price,
huge
value for
LED
money,
screen actually.
other
So because of the
add-ons,
special structure,
and
6 mobile cranes
they will then
had to
return
be
to
operated
Liberia
in the
having
same speed.
inspected
And we had to
the 3
maintain
unsolicited
absolutely
bidders
stable in the height of 60 meters.
to make a decision.
So
The
it was
government
actually a very
ceiling
tough
is
task.
22 million United States dollars, and the 22 million should include value for money, add-ons, extra packages, and the rest. On this delegation is the Minister of Public Works, Roden Giddens, also Project Scott Johnson of PPCC.
And also as a nationwide company,
GSA
we have participated in
Deputy
many
Director is
international
also
rescue
present.
operations. For example, this happened in August 2010 in Chile. There was a mine disaster collapsed in Chile at that time. So that caused 33 miners trapped underground for 69 days. So in order to save them, we provided this 400-ton color crane to the Chile government. In the end, we spent 8 days and 8 nights to save all of them. So 33 miners, each one of them survived actually.
SANY was heavily involved in the Chile mine rescue mission.
And just 1 year after that, in March 2011, in Japan, Fukushima nuclear power plant, there happened with this accident of nuclear leakage. So for another time, we donated this 62-meter pump truck to the Japanese government, free of charge. And we used the pump truck in the scene to transfer seawater to the nuclear reactor to cool the temperature down so to carry out the rescue operation. And it turned out to be a success as well. And this pump truck you see in the scene is also called as a big giraffe by the Japanese media because of the outlook of it.
So,
and here in the world map, you can see the industrial layout of SANY clearly at home abroad. So now in China, we have nearly 50 industrial parks in different cities in China. In foreign countries, now we have 16 manufacturing plants in different countries. And these 5 pictures you see here, these are 5 major factories that are purely invested and built by SANY ourselves. And in the world map, you can also see these red dots. These are the sales companies that we have in different countries as well.
And they are sales companies in different countries. The vice president is accompanied by the vice president of SANY.
Lighthouse factory, the intelligent factory that we're going to show you in a minute. So Planet 18 is certified as the Lighthouse Factory by this organization called World Economic Forum. So there are only 2 lighthouse factories in this industry of heavy machineries, and they are all built by SANY. Planet 18 is one of them. So today we're glad to show you what's inside of Planet 18. Wait a second. And here you can see the scene of the rescue in Chile.
This is some of the scene from the rescue in Chile that SANY was involved with.
All the truck miners, they were trapped about 700 meters down to there. So in order to save them, we had to drill a hole in the ground first, build up this tunnel to rescue all the truck miners. And then we used the color crane to cooperate with this rescue capsule. And we put this capsule down 700 meters deep. So on your right-hand side here, you can see this is the same size ratio model of the capsule we have used in Chile, the exact same size. After we put it down, all the truck miners get inside the capsule by themselves. But because the limited space, as you can see, only one person can get in at one time. So one at a time, 33 of them. We have repeated more than 33 times actually to save all of them. And in 2015, there was a Hollywood movie based on this true accident as well.
So we are making our way into the facility.
So now we're entering our Lighthouse Factory Plan 18 in the middle, please.
The Lighthouse Factory Plan 18. If you're just joining us, we're live here in Shanghai,
so
China.
This is our Lighthouse Factory. We call it
the Vice President, Honorable Jeremiah Koung, is here along with the Minister of Public Works. And they involved on a physical verification.
In factories built by SANY, you can even raise fishes here. We have around 1,000 real fishes here, and in order to welcome all of you, we have prepared some fish food here. Please. You can.
The fish is welcoming you.
Yes, all these real fishes are gathered together here to show you their welcome. So, sir, you can use the spoon to try to feed our fishes. It's very special. Because in Chinese culture, once you do that, we believe these red fishes will bring you back with all the good things, like fortune, health, and good luck. All the good things.
So the Vice President is engaging in Chinese culture. Feeding the fish brings you good luck. It brings you good tidings, good wishes. And the Vice President has just fed the fishes with 2 spoons. And that is beside why we are here. Honorable Koung is going to lead the Liberian delegation that
so we can take one for
will be engaging in a physical verification, technical verification of companies.
Can we take one for Vice President and
Morning, please, Claire.
Okay, and we
Three companies
invite all of you to
have
take one more group picture here. Please.
sent in
These are
unsolicited
the-
bids.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The government of Liberia has got a ceiling of 22 million United States dollars, and the yellow machines have not yet been acquired.
Okay,
Why the
one,
Vice
two,
President's
three.
team
And one more,
is here in
one,
China
two,
is
three.
to inspect these
Okay,
facilities,
thank you so much. And now we
inspect
can go quickly to
and
our
get value for money. They will also be looking at equipment quality, and the workers are clapping to meet the Honorable Vice President. We are at the headquarters of SANY Group.
And in order to welcome you, we all gather here to show you that.
The workers have gathered to meet the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia and his delegation.
Thank you, please. So this is the assembly center.
This is the
As the
assembly
first
center.
area you see,
The first
in
area,
this area we assemble pump trucks. which
Pump
you can
truck.
see from here.
assembly.
So,
So these equipment are going to be used
these
for
are the pump
construction.
trucks that are used to
Agriculture
pump the
in the
conquer for those residential buildings usually.
The pump truck.
And we have different models of pump trucks here from 25 meters to 86 meters. And here you can see the real assembly line starts from here. And in 2018, every 45 minutes there will be one pump truck being completed assembled.
Every 45 minutes.
Yes. 45 minutes
One
you
pump
can assemble
truck
one
is
pump
assembled. The VP says, what? So 45 minutes
Yeah,
divided by
that's-
24
it's
hours.
just
we
by
got
the
24
intelligent
hours
technologies that we have used.
a day.
Each truck. The beauty of the intelligent manufacturing is each truck configuration is different. Because in a traditional production line, it's better that everything is the same, standardized, to make it fast. But now with the intelligent technology, we can make every truck different, so customized.
Yep. And besides that, most of these pump trucks you see in this area have already sold. So it's order-based.
So
assembly.
these trucks are already sold. They
Usually when
are
the
produced
customers
upon
place
order.
orders online, then we start to assemble them offline. So that is also the reason why we have different models of pump trucks assembled on the same line. It's mixed line production.
Pump trucks, and they're produced based on order. As you can see, 45 minutes.
And
assemble
for
one every
an
45
equipment like
minutes.
this, we have around 86% of the components on the car manufactured by ourselves.
86%.
Including the very important engine and also the very important hydraulic components. These are all manufactured by ourselves. And on this line here, all the white color trucks you see in front, these are made for foreign markets.
So the white colors are made for foreign
And we
markets,
have some of
and the
them
red made for
made
Chinese
here today
market.
for Indonesian market. And usually after the assembly process, the next step is testing. And we have a professional outdoor testing area for that. And each pump truck here will be tested for 48 hours. Yeah, and for the function of the pump truck, which you can see from the upper part, the boom here is used for pumping the concrete. So the concrete is basically pumped through this pipeline on top. So because of that, we will also test the boom there for 24 hours to check the perfect
These white trucks are produced for international markets. These are pump trucks that pumps concrete during construction of high rises and other structures. The Vice President, Honorable Jeremiah Koung and his delegation. You see the Deputy Director General for Operations of GSA, the Public Works Minister, Honorable Roland Giddens, Vice President, Honorable Jeremiah Koung, and others of his entourage have arrived here at the SANY headquarters in Changsha, China. a part of verification, physical and technical verification of the plant capacities, the equipment quality, the standard, what other add-ons comes within the government's ceiling of the $22 million to acquire 285 heavy-duty machines, what we call yellow machines. So the Vice President is going on a tour.
This vehicle we call the auto-guided vehicle, AGVs. They just use AI technology to transfer all the spare parts from the warehouse to the product line station. It's fully controlled by the AI system.
Yeah, and for these kind of AGVs, in 2018 we have 90 AGVs like that operating in 2018. And in front, this
Sport TV.
different color, there's robots working there. These robots are used to cut the steel plates. So now all the steel plates used in 2018, they are automatically cutted by all those robots over there. And again, we use AGVs to transfer them to the certain area. For example, some of the cutted steel plates will be moved to the welding area over there. So you can see in that area we have some welding robots working there as well.
So those are welding robots, as you can see. The big screens displaying the name. It says a warm welcome to His Excellency Jeremiah Koung, Vice President, Republic of Liberia, as he's visiting SANY. And this is a part of the
right over
tour.
here you can see some of these key components manufactured by ourselves. So this is the engine that we have introduced. For the engine, they are now manufactured by ourselves, and we have a joint venture with a German company called Deutsch. So this company used to produce engines for airplanes. So now we have a joint venture with them together, and we have widely used this engine for many of our products. For example, like the trucks, and also the loaders, dump trucks, all of that. And these are the components that were made for electric vehicles. Now we have different electric vehicles here, and these are all made for them. So now on the screen on top, you can see this platform here. This is called Big Data Management Platform. So I would like to introduce to you this figure you see here is actually all those equipment we have sold to our customers in China after 2008. And now among these equipment, we have around 180,000 of them are working right now in different cities in China. So which you can see in the Chinese map in the middle, all these shining white dots, these are our online equipment, the location of these online equipment. So you can get to see where they're working right now. And this is the operating hours of these online equipment today. And you can see it's changing according to real time. And based on this, we have calculated a professional index for SANY excavator index, which I can explain that to you. From this chart, this figure you see, in June of 2025, this month, from beginning until now, we have 32% of those SANY equipment working averagely for this month. And you can see in this chart, every year there will be a low point happen in January or February because Chinese Spring Festival. So during the Chinese New Year, all these construction sites are down. So during that time, we have the lowest operating rate throughout the year.
When New Year, they have a low production, and there is a public perception that there's already been a company selected to provide the yellow machines, but the Vice President and his team are here to inquire,
we have
do physical verification,
automatic technology.
value for money, inspect as you see, being given a tour
So
of
this
SANY.
robot
After
is
that,
actually
we'll go
covered
to
over there.
Shenzhen
So you can
as
see every
well.
movement of this robot will be projected to the screen. So it's like a twin So this system you see on the screen is called digital twin as well. It's like a mirror effect. When this one moves, this one on the screen will move along with it. So you can see their movement are simultaneously carried out. And on the screen you can also see the production information. For example, like that robot there, I can see from the screen, this robot has produced 16 components in the past.
So looking at the screen of these automated robots that are producing, so they've got an automated portion and a manual portion
So
as
all the
well.
robots in this area, they work 24/7.
So where
No
it's
break
fully
time,
automated,
no holidays.
the robots work
They can
24/7.
constantly work
Improving
to produce
productivity.
all these components. And in this area, we produce some special components with high precision requirements.
So Liberians all around the world,
this area
we're
we
live
see
from
here
Changsha
is the
in
warehouse
China,
that we have used.
where His
It's a
Excellency the Vice
three-dimensional
President
warehouse. We're using shelves to put the components here. And the system of this warehouse is designed by ourselves as well. All the AGVs will wait here until they get the orders to send out by the workers. So once they get the order, they take out all these components and send to the working station, which is also fully automatic.
So this is the waiting station, the warehouse, where all the ATVs are. So the charging stations as well.
You can go to the charging station automatically to charge.
So SANY is presenting its case to the government of Liberia through the Vice President, again a second guard of honor. Workers here at the factory welcoming the Vice President, and he in turn is also waving and greeting them as well.
You haven't seen many workers because this is intelligent manufacturing.
To build road machinery, including the asphalt for asphalt machinery, road construction like motor grader and soil compactor is also in another factory. It's in the cities of Funan province, but not here. Yeah, if we drive takes about 2 hours. Yes. Here is just one of our factory. Yes. In whole China, SANY has different manufacturing basements in different cities. So our excavators are made. We have 3 areas of China. So here is just for
One of the 46 factories in China.
Okay. Thank you.
So, Phil, thank you, sir. So the Vice President is being briefed after. He will make his way to the conference room where conversations will be held. The Vice President has just completed a tour of the SANY manufacturing plant, one of the 46 plants that they have here in China. And the essence of this trip is to provide and get physical assessment verification as well, and that So we're making our way to the conference room where a high power meeting will be had, and the vice president and his team will engage officials of SANY. This is all part of the procurement process. We have the Minister of Public Works, Minister Roden Giddens, he's part of this delegation. We have Budget Scott Johnson, head of the PPCC, is also part of this delegation. We have Robert Wilson, a Deputy Director General of the GSA for Operations, is part of this meeting and this trip. And the essence of this trip is not to acquire these machines. What is happening is the vice president and his delegation will visit these factories, companies, and manufacturers to inspect physically and technically, to get value for money in terms of packages that will be associated with the government's ceiling of 22 million United States dollars, to also negotiate the best price for the Liberian government and people of Liberia. So there hasn't been the acquisition of any machine or machines. There hasn't been, but this is part of the process. After this entire tour, the committee headed by Vice President Jeremiah Bankun will take information from this trip and make a final determination as to which of the 3 companies they are going to go with. So all this is part of the SANY Industrial Park here in Shanghai, China. The vice president and his team taking on a tour. They were brought to see SANY's industrial portfolio and the rest. My name is Diamond Slanger from the People's Republic of China, reporting live. This is happening now as we speak. This is going to continue. The vice president and his team will visit additional 2 factories, and on this trip they'll also engage other Chinese public officials, private investors, and the rest. But the main purpose of this component of this trip is to carry out physical, technical verification and inspection of these companies' abilities. SANY has told the Liberian people through the vice president and entourage that they have a profit portfolio of $18.9 billion from last year, that they have over 50% of the heavy equipment market worldwide, that they have been involved in other huge social projects, including the rescue operations of the 33 trapped Chilean miners, that they have produced the largest concrete pump truck in the world that has got its credit largely for the construction of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, that they're not a small potato in the market of heavy equipment. They also showed the Liberian people their automated facilities, their futuristic products, including green energy, solar panel, and the rest. This is more of the show me what you got and show me what you can give me, and I'll decide phase. So the vice president is doing that. They're not just going to sit in Liberia and one company sends an agent and then they agree to do business. They want to see physically what is present, what's the capacity, what's the spare parts component that will be given, what other packages will be given Liberia as part of the 22 million. In short, is to get the most out of the money and package. So we're going to rush quickly for that meeting. So Vice President Koung is now so says he likes the factory. They're doing good. And he's saying this is his first time visiting SANY Group, but he's impressed. So far, has said he likes what he sees.
Many African countries. Have you been to Liberia? No. That's the pity. I didn't have the chance to visit that area. Yes. Yeah. But really, I think there are too many areas we can, contribute.
So SANY is saying there are too many areas they can contribute. The vice president goes to take his seat. So you can see properly named. The vice president will take his seat, and Liberia will be one side of the table. China will be at the other side of the table, and then the meeting will take place. So folks, Vice President Koung, flanked by the Public Works Minister, Roden Giddings, Burgess Scott Johnson of PPCC. So SANY there's the PPCC director is present as well. We will set up for this meeting and bring to you what will be discussed as well.
Your Excellency, Vice President, and the honorable ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of SANY Group, I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to all of you. Welcome to SANY. So please allow me to take a few minutes to introduce to you about SANY Group and SANY's business in Africa.
3呢，我们在面向全球的这个业务，从2002年就开始全球化的这个增长。
Actually, SANY embarked on a globalization path back in 2002.
全球化也是三大战略之首。
And globalization is one of the three pillars of SANY's strategies.
我们现在在除了中国以外，海外绝大部分国家都已经有了我们的这个销售，有我们的产品布局。
Outside China, we have actually our sales network and service network in of the countries.
我们在海外的这个销售比重占整个集团也是逐年提升，去年已经达到了接近1半。
The value and the percentage of our overseas sales has increasing over the years, and last year, and our overseas sales takes about half of our entire group sales.
其中利润占比已经超过了这个集团的1半。
But if you think about the revenue, it's actually more than half of the group total.
SANY在非洲呢，2002年销售的第一台。
As I mentioned, our globalization started back in 2002. That was actually in Africa. We sold a motor grader to Morocco.
累计在非洲已经
So far, SANY has sold more than 3 billion in Africa so far.
2024年。
In 2024, our sales in Africa is up. And we have established 5 country business units in Africa.
包括南非国区、安哥拉国区、肯尼亚国区、尼日利亚国区、西非国区，
including South Africa, Angola, Kenya, Nigeria, and Algeria.
其中尼日利亚国是整个西边区域，利比亚属于我们整个尼日利亚国属于我们大。
As Nigeria is
Position of microphone. Yeah, me too.
the whole West
Look at
African
it.
region.
Look at it.
So Nigeria is under our Nigeria review.
利比亚有很多的这个资源和矿业的这个项目，我们也希望能够积极参与。
There are a lot of natural resources and mining projects in Liberia, and we look forward to join hands with you to work on these projects.
我们也希望得到大家的指导和支持。
And we look forward and would appreciate your help and your support.
三一集团呢，除了全球化之外，另外两大战略，一个是低碳化，另外一个是智能化。
In addition to globalization, our other two strategies are decarbonization and digitalization.
我们现在在全世界的三一产品都能够实现电子化绿色。
Across all our product sales, we have a green and intelligent version.
我们的电动化产品，现在在海外，包括欧洲、沿海，包括拉美，都已经实现了销售。
Our electrical products have sold to Europe, Asia Pacific region, Latin America, and also Africa.
也得到了客户的
And these electrical products are very loved and appreciated by our customers.
三一的智能化的这个战略，也取得了长足的成功。
And our digitalization strategies has also gained headways.
制造的这个品牌。
The factory that you just visited, number 18 Lighthouse Factory, is actually an example of our intelligent manufacturing.
我们在研发上也达到了对我们产品智能化的大力投入。
We have increased our investments to make our products more intelligent in terms of R&D.
帮助我们的客户去提升产品使用的这个体验，降低产品的这个使用成本。
So that we can help our customers with a better product experience and the less product cost.
与此同时呢，我们在三一从研发、生产、制造、销售、服务全方面的去推进智能化运营。
And we are now promoting intelligent operation across sales, manufacturing, R&D, and service.
更好的去提升三一服务我们的客户的质量和效率。
So that SANY can provide the higher quality and higher efficiency service to our customers.
也帮助我们的客户在跟三一做生意的过程当中能够有更好的体验。
So that our customer, when they work with SANY, they will have a better experience.
以上呢就是我们简单的三一集团的这个战略。
So, Your Excellency and ladies and gentlemen, this is my brief introduction about SANY's business and our strategies. Thank you.
So, Mr. Senior Vice
Move to Vice President.
You will interpret.
Continue in English.
Oh, he can understand. Oh, okay.
I can understand.
Oh, okay, thank you. So we are from Liberia. The president of Liberia is interested in procuring equipment for the fixing of farm to market road. And so we intend to have a good quality, and that is of considering monetary value too. When I say monetary value, we are dealing with some people in Liberia that are giving us some offer. They are business people. They cannot do business for free. They should make some money. But we equally don't want anybody to make money that will affect the country. There's public resources. And so we started the process, started having some conversation. We got some quotation from the agents, SANY product. We got some from SEM. We got some from SANTU and other factories. And so we are here, and not because we're coming directly to you to buy, because you have people there. But we also want to have people out there. Sometimes some people come from here, they buy 2-3 pieces. And they equally share the invoice about, I bought it at SANY for $2. Why are you telling us you want to buy it for $10? Then it becomes issue. The public will get interested, it's public fund. And so those are some of the reasons why we are here, to talk to you so we can have a fair understanding. And many people can make some money because they are equally doing business. We as government should empower the local people to make some money. But we equally want you to make some money so that the country survives. We get value for money. And so you can make money and then the country go down tomorrow. There will be questions after the president term, after our term of it. People will come to ask us, you took this money, what did you do with it? Okay, so you say you bought this machine from SANY at $10. In this year, somebody bought a machine for SANY at $2. How did you buy it for $10? Corruption and other issues will come up. And that's why we are here.
非常感谢阁下3D
Vice President Koung, value for money. This is public funds, and we need to do physical and technical inspection, verification. And though there are agents in Liberia, we want to make sure.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you for your interest in SANY's products, and we actually look forward to establish a stable and long-term business model in Liberia.
我们在利比亚这个市场，现在的销售比较少。
Currently, our sales value in Liberia market is relatively small.
我们的销售的3亿的产品线非常全。现在在利比亚这个市场，我们目前的这个销售已经实现销售的产品种类也比较少。
SANY actually has a comprehensive product and services, and right now only a limited product service entered the Liberian market.
我们希望能够在利比亚这个市场能够实现销售的提升，以及在当地能够获得更多的客户，以及合作伙伴的支持。
And we look forward to stay a boost in our sales in local markets, and also to get more support from the local customers and to cooperate with them.
Thank you again. Like I said, we are here and we are seeing for ourselves. We'll be here for a small more time, after which we'll be going to the next factory. All we want is value for money and the right product for our people, so that we can make life more easier for our people. And I know with your support we can do that. So we'll be going back. There's a process already going on in our country. Before you call it procure, that's a public procurement procedure. And so that process already going on. At the end of the day, one of these companies, whether SANY, whether SEM, whether SANTU, or other companies, whatever it will be fixed based on value for money. We don't want cheap item. We want good item, but with affordable price. So we'll look at the quality and we'll equally look at the the amount we are spending. We want to be giving a fair deal. When we have a fair deal, we don't have a problem. In factory like this, there are many people that will be here. There may be the West African buyer who buys from you. There will be a country agent. At every level, people are supposed to make some money. So I'm a business person, I understand it. But we can make money to the extent that we bring the country down. And that's why we are out here making sure we follow up, have an idea, so that when public work is complete, the procurement process, they will have an idea to do. So maybe this machine, you got it from SANY for $1, you transported it for 50 cents, $1.50. You pay the duty for 50 cents, it's $2. You are a business person, you want to sell it for $2.50. Or $3. It makes sense. But if you say you want to sell it for $100, then public fund it become an issue, and then the government will come on crazy. People could get prosecuted and other things will happen. And that's why we are here making sure they get fair value for money tomorrow. People will come after us, check, and they will come to SANY to file. And at that time, they will know that we did our best. And so we want to say thank you again, and we're happy to be here.
非常认同中国国家讲的一个value for money。另外一个就是我们对3亿的产品，在这个行业是有足够的这个信心。不管是产品本身，还是说我们这个行业的特点，因为产品交付给客户之后的这个售后，包括服务以及对这样的保障。3亿在非洲区域，我们是有他们的一个体系，能够确保这个端到端的价值给客户创造，能够满足以及领先其他的这个行业的对手。
Actually, Your Excellency, I cannot agree more with what you just said about value for money, about the fair deal. And actually, I have every confidence in our products, not just in the product themselves, but also based on the characteristics of the industry. And we have already established a comprehensive network about service, about the spare parts, about after sales maintenance. All these are full coverage in Africa, so that we can provide value for our customer from endpoint to endpoint.
今天参加会见由我们负责整个海外销售的李庆总，同时呢也有负责尼日利亚湖区的这个销售的尼日利亚区域销售，包括尼日利亚区域谈了利比亚的徐海涛总经理，通过这个会见跟对接在利比亚具体的这个销售的这个项目的细节。
So the executives we have here today, Mr. Qing and also Mr. Xu Haitao. And Mr. Qing is in charge of our entire overseas sales, and Mr. Xu Haitao is in charge of Nigeria EU, which Liberia is under the Nigeria EU. So if you have interest in the future or like procurement about any machines, please feel free to talk with them about the details.
Okay, so who is in Nigeria? You are the, okay. So maybe after here we will talk to you. Maybe we'll need some guidance, maybe we'll have some listing, just some ideas so that we know what we are doing and when we are talking to people who have an idea.
No problem. As President, if it's necessary, after this, I can back first and discuss more details. I've been to Liberia last July.
Okay. All right.
在这各类方面，我们阁下报3亿，期待在利比亚在这个指导之下，我们能够长足进步。
Once again, I would like to thank all of you for visiting SANY and welcome again. And I look forward.
Thank you for receiving us, and we are grateful to you for the tour and the welcome reception. Thank you.
我知道这个这两段时间比较紧张，所以涉及到具体的一些敏感细节的话题，可能会在有关的方面进行交流。
I understand that you are under a very tight schedule, so we can discuss more over lunch and any interesting details that you would like to know, please feel free to talk to us over lunch. Thank you.
Okay, so maybe because we have tight schedule, maybe we could take another 10 minutes over lunch and then we can.
Okay.
Thank you.
In a meeting with SANY executives, stressing on value for money. Value for money. He will be presented a souvenir as well. We're live here in Changsha, China. This is the headquarters of SANY Group. The vice president has said value for money is pivotal, and that he receives.
This is a local referee firm that's from Hunan province.
Do you want to go behind? Small.
You know the Chairman Mao?
Yeah, if you can just go behind.
Yes. This is a statue in Changsha, and this is the poem that he wrote.
So the poem written by Chairman Mao. And this is the
In his early years, so he was born in this province. So in his early years, he tried to change the situation of China revolutionary. He was thinking of this already at his young time.
the souvenir given to the vice president. This is the hometown of Chairman Mao, the modern father of China, or the father of modern China. So we still here at the headquarters of SANY. Vice President Koung Delegation, which includes the Public Works Minister, the Deputy Director General for Operations at GSA, the head of the PPCC, and the rest, have concluded a meeting. The Vice President stressing that value for money is key, and that though they understand people need to make money, but not at the expense of the Liberian people. So this trip is an inspection, a physical verification, technical verification, and it will continue at the other two companies that have bidded as well. For now, thank you. We'll go live.